In this Tech Unbox video, we unbox a camera lens kit designed for your mobile phone and see if it's worth it. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to another Tech Unbox video. Today, we're going to be unboxing a camera lens kit designed for your mobile smartphone. Now, I know these things have been out for years now, and there's all sorts of manufacturers, all sorts of different kit lenses or kit sizes. However, I could never end up bringing myself to actually purchase one to give it a try out. So, thanks to Feozar and CoPedvic, they went ahead and sent us in a 4-in-1 lens kit that includes like a tripod and a phone mount, and it goes all the way up to a 22 times telephoto lens. So I'm pretty excited to see what we've got in here and see if they're even worthwhile. For those of you that are familiar with this channel, we did do a review of some wireless earbuds from Feozar and they turned out phenomenal. I'll go ahead and link that video if you're interested in the top right card of this video. And without further ado, let's see what we've got in here. Even though Feozar is the company that sent us this lens kit, it does look like that it is made by the company called CoPedvic, which is my guess some type of affiliation to them. So you've got a bunch of information on the box here. You've got all of the different lenses that are included in this box here. And then you've got a brief overview and just kind of a picture of what's in the box as well. And then on the back here, you've got the serial number. Again, this is the 4-in-1 phone camera lens kit. And again, it shows you a couple pictures of what the setup looks like and how you can use the tripod, etc. And then of course, they've got some customer service. So let's go ahead and rip open the box, see what we got inside. Right outside the box, we've got a really nice case. It does feel like a pleather feeling, and it does feel like it has some decent padding in there as well. You've got the company name on top and a little key ring right here in case you decide to like store it on the side of a backpack or let it hang. And of course, you have the zipper to keep all of the lenses themselves within the case. As soon as you open up the case, everything is right there laid out for you. It's pretty simple. There doesn't look like there's literally any room for anything to hide. So you've got your 22 power here, which does come with an eyepiece in case you want to use it as like a 22 power like spotting scope or whatever. Fisheye lens here, a macro lens and a super wide lens, and those two are screwed together. So if you wanted to use those individually, you will need to unscrew them and attach them to the clip separately, and you have two different lenses kind of built into one right there. So you've got that. You've got your 205-degree fisheye lens, again, phone holder, your clip, tripod. The tripod is really nice because even though it does feel a cheap quality and probably won't last very long, to be honest, it does have telescoping legs in case you need to get a little bit higher shot or angle your shot just slightly different. So that's pretty cool. You've got that. You've got your phone holder. It's just a spring-loaded. Pretty straightforward. You can attach the tripod either on the back right here, or as you can see, there's threads on the top as well. So you can thread it on the top. So you have a couple different options there. And then of course that fits nicely right in there. And then you've got your clip right here. And this is what you use to attach, of course, to the back of your phone. Right alongside those, you've got all of your manuals. They did include a camera lens wipe, which is really nice. Those are always handy to have. And then, of course, you've got various manuals in here and a little storage pocket. So if you needed it, and if you needed to store like maybe some memory cards, if you wanted to put those in here, or if you just had some extra accessories, you could fit those in there as well. Free gift, if you did purchase this through, this may come in yours. It does look like you can choose another 4-in-1 kit or a $20 Amazon gift card. You just have to go through here and redeem it. So essentially, if you go through, redeem it, and you meet the criteria, you more or less can get this kit for almost free, which is actually a pretty good deal. Then of course, you've got your manual, and if you open it up, it's got basically all of your contents, explains which ones they are, and then has like all the number identifications. And then it does show you just kind of a quick rundown of how to use the clip and how you can orient it on your phone to make sure that it's nice and secure. And then of course, how to use each lens. One thing before we take a look at the different shot sizes here, if you grab the clip itself and you kind of slide this out of the way to make it a little easier to see, you'll notice that this little ring right here will slide back and forth, and that will allow you to make fine-tune adjustments to wherever your camera lens is on your phone. Of course, you can position the clip wherever you need it to. But another thing, and more important to me, is if you take a look real close on the side that clips onto the phone itself, it has like a rubber matting or like a rubber film on there, or silicone film, and you may want to be careful with that because if you were taking this out or you end up dropping it or something, a piece of rock or some gravel or something might get stuck in that, and it may be sharp enough that when the next time you slide it onto your phone, it may end up sliding across your camera glass and scratching it. So I would go through, of course, untighten this as much as you can just so you can get it wide open, but make sure there's no gravel or anything stuck on that material so you don't end up scratching the glass on your phone. So again, this can go on. What you'll do is if you do have a case on your phone and it's pretty thick, you may want to remove that, just because it can make it to where if it's too far away, if the clip is too far away in the camera lens, then you're end up going to see some black edges caused from the ring in the picture or video. So again, if you're removing your case, be careful with it just because you don't want to end up dropping it. but if you do have a case on there and it is thick, you may need to remove that. So just keep that in mind. So just a kind of a quick demonstration on how this works is, of course, we've got the clamp all nice and loose on there, and we're gonna go ahead and just slide this to where the ring side is on the back and going over the camera lens, as you can see right there. And then you can see this just clamps on the glass right there on the top. So if you go ahead and line that up, typically if your camera has 3 lenses like mine does, the standard is usually the middle lens. You may want to experiment with your phone and kind of find out which one it is. But in this case, it is the middle one, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of secure it over the middle lens. That way when I screw the lens on, everything is nice and even around the edges there. So now that I've got that clamped in place, you can see right here we've got the threaded screw. It's really hard to see because all these are dark pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this as much as I can. You may not wanna go too tight just because it is plastic and you could strip the threads on the screw itself. But now that I've got that in place, you'll notice that I can't open that clamp anymore unless that breaks, and that will help keep it secure on the phone itself as you're like changing lenses or whatever. You've got that on there, and then you take one of the lenses here, take off the little lens cap, you'll see some threads, and the threads just go on the opposite side just like that. And as you're tightening it down, you may need to hold the clamp just a little bit, but you can tighten it down, and now you can see that you have a lens installed on your phone. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna show you each type of shot with the normal shot and then each one of these lenses so you can kind of see the difference with them all. Another thing that you could try out and experiment with is, because more and more phones are coming out with more lenses built onto the phones themselves, you could try out different lenses on the phone itself, choosing a different lens there, and then attaching a lens from the kit on top of that lens and see what type of creativity you can come up with and see what you can do or how you can combine all of the different types of lenses. A few things I do want to cover in conclusion of this video is the build quality of the actual product. And for this particular kit, the metal on it seemed fine, the clip seemed fine. The case that everything came into was really nice. It did have some nice padding on it in case it gets bumped around, so that was pretty good. I did notice on the glass though, after a few shots that I have taken, that around the edges, it did seem a little bit blurry. So again, it is a cheap kit, so you're probably not going to get the best glass that they could have put in there. However, it was worthwhile, or it did work for what it needed to do. So to answer the million-dollar question of, is a kit like this actually worth it? And for me personally, it just depends on your scenario. If you're gonna be starting out in cinema or photography and all you have is your smartphone, one of these kits would work wonders for you, just because at the very least, it would allow you to get experience of swapping the lenses in and out and getting creative with those different types of shots. However, if you are coming from a DSLR background or a more professional background, you probably will find yourself not even worrying about one of these, because of course you've got a camera that can do everything, if obviously better or whatever. But for me personally, I don't see myself bringing this around. Even though it does have a nice compact form, it's still extra weight for me to lug around for something that I'm probably not going to use. So again, just to kind of recap, if you're just starting out, all you have is your phone, yes, I would probably pick up one of these kits. If you're coming from a more professional background, I wouldn't worry about it and I would kind of pass. And that wraps up today's Tech Unbox video, bringing us into our question of the day. What other type of camera lens kits do you try? Leave your answers and connect with me in the comments below. Share this video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found it useful. Check out some of the other videos that we have on this channel. We do a ton of stuff tech related. Here are a couple examples for you. And of course, subscribe if you're not already and enable the bell notifications so you guys don't miss out on any type of future content. And we will see you on the next one.